Hello, my lovely Red Mare crew. Here is Florence. And Florence has made me it would be lovely if I could speak. Florence had made me think of a very good therapy horse notion. Yes, she has, because she's so clever. Yes, she is. Is she a clever little noodle? And very pretty. And it was because I was just looking at her now and thinking about what she is as a person, as a horse, as a character, and thinking about how we've decided to work with her. And basically, we were aiming to get her backed by this summer. And I just got this really strong feeling that she needed more time. And it's not because the training wasn't going well, and she's really clever. She picks up things incredibly quickly. She can do all kinds of stuff now, which is kind of miracle horse stuff. And she and Cara go off on little walks in the woods. Cara's 13 and is her special person. And they go on their little adventures, and you can see she's started to learn the standing still Olympics. She can do the place of peace. She's absolutely cool with the saddle on. We've done all that. But there was just something in me niggling away. And I suddenly realised what it was, didn't I, Noodle? It's that she doesn't quite yet know who she absolutely is. And that sounds quite a weird thing to say. Well, she is funny. She knows that. She's got that slight Lucille Ball thing that my last little bay mare had. It sounds a funny thing to say about a horse of her age. Because, you know, she's not a baby. But she lived this very lovely, natural, not doing anything much with humans life. And as a result, she doesn't know quite who she is in this context. I'm always talking about how important context is, i.e. in this home, with these humans, with the things that we're going to ask her to do. You know, we're going to ask her to ride into that. We're going to ask her to go, actually you can't see there's a hill there, but behind those trees there's quite a steep hill. We're going to ask her to go up that hill. Yes, we are. And I need her to know absolutely who she is before I ask her to do that. So this is nothing to do with having a lovely relaxed walk under saddle. This is nothing technical. This is all stuff of the mind and the spirit and the emotions. And I just thought, if I take all the pressure off her and say, look, doesn't matter, we can ride next spring, yes, and give her just one more winter on her back to really discover who she is, and for me to discover who I am with her as well, because I'm slightly different with her than I am with that red mare. Oh dear, this isn't very attractive, is it? She's sniffing all the poo, which I should have picked up. Yes, I know who I am in that aspect, someone who doesn't pick up the poo enough. And also, I wish I didn't have to use the word poo. It's because everyone says poo picking. And I was always brought up to use the word dung, which I prefer. But dung picking doesn't have the same ring to it. Anyway, I'm really rambling now. But I suppose you could say that is part of me being myself. It's one of the things I do. And I think this is therapeutic, this idea of letting your horse find herself, letting you find yourself with that horse, and really letting that dig deep. And all the things that go with that. So that's the idea that she knows she can trust me. She knows that I'm reliable. She knows that I'm steady. She knows that I'm sturdy. I can't just expect her to know that. I've got to prove that to her day after day after day after day. And we've only had a year and a bit together, and I'd like to give it another good 6 months. But I mean, look at that. That was a very jumpy person when she arrived, and now she's doing Place of Peace. Yes, because you're so clever. She's a funny one. So there you are, and that's got a lot in it, that idea. It's the idea of connecting to your horse. It's the idea of knowing what your horse needs from you and what she needs from herself. It's the idea of taking the pressure off both of you. It's the idea of not worrying about what other people do. A lot of people are invested in speed. They want to get everything done quickly. Oh, I backed that horse in 3 weeks. And that's brilliant for them. Seriously, I'm not being passive aggressive. It really is. And I'm in awe of those people. But I'm going to be the person who backs my horse in 18 months instead of 3 weeks. Because I want her to know who she is. And I want to know who she is. And the getting to know each other is one of the most beautiful, soothing, calming, consoling, heart-lifting things I know. And that's my therapy horse. Isn't it, my noodle? Yes, it is. You didn't think it's what you came all the way from Newmarket to do. But that's what you ended up doing.